So it all came down to the second Sunday in September, the Rebels versus the Cats. Kilkenny had a chance to put together 3 All-Irelands in a row. Cork were looking for their first title in 5 years, for first place on the Roll of Honour, and for revenge.
Eildon Maximna from Dublin will take charge of his second All-Ireland hurling final. Already it's firing up in there with extra players wanting to join the fray, like John Hoyne coming in to try and join the midfielders, but eventually it gets underway. It's the start of the 114th All-Ireland hurling final. Kilkenny won the toss, hurling from left to right in the first half. Early chance here falling towards Eddie Brennan, coming in, chance of a goal here, and he's put it wide. Early chance for Eddie Brennan that time, a man from whom they are looking for big things this afternoon. Brian Murphy there, down as far as Timmy McCarthy. Hurling it in towards Brian Corcoran, who's not wearing the usual black helmet this afternoon. Trying to get his fullback in difficulty there. Corcoran getting support here. The support's with Ben O'Connor. 20 metres out, still Ben O'Connor. It's kicked away in the end there by JJ Delaney. Not too far, only as far as Niall McCarthy. And the referee's whistle sounds, and it's going to be a free in for Cork and a chance for them to take the lead. It's going to be Joe Dean to hit it. Some 30 metres out. Breeze into his face because it's swirling from that Hill 16 end. Straight over the bar, first score of the match. Cork go in front. Skipping away from the challenges, John Gardner kicking it. He's a good footballer as well. Here's JJ Delaney into the corner. Bad marking this time. Henry Shefflin looks up. Should be a point here for Henry Shefflin, and it is. The teams are level. Bad marking for Cork on that occasion. Henry Shefflin was left loose. It was a pinpoint pass by JJ Delaney. Just look at Henry from the reverse angle. He took his time, steadied himself, and got a great score. He's happy. The puck out this time is taken by Kilkenny. Here's Cha Fitzpatrick following the pass by Henry Shefflin, and Kilkenny lead in the match. Cha Fitzpatrick's first score. Great cut. The fullback again in difficulty. It runs on for Dean, taking on Kavanagh. Joe Dean, jersey pulled, he goes through, tries to get off the stick, off the crossbar, comes in, and it's Ben O'Connor who puts it into the side netting. Oh dear, oh dear. There was a glorious chance for Cork, just as Kilkenny had a goal chance earlier on. It fell to Joe Dean. Watch this one come off the crossbar. Bang down. Ben O'Connor was coming in after it, and the ball hit the side netting. It's still 2 points apiece. By now, each side could have a goal to its credit. With Eddie Brennan setting it off there towards John Hoyne. Once again, they try to make some headway, and that is lashed high, and it's over the bar. Great point. And it's Martin Comerford, the captain, who scores. Picked up here by DJ Carey. First time we've really seen him in this match, laying it off to John Hoyne. Outside to Martin Comerford, going for the point. Good score!
That's a brilliant score, Joe.
Great point indeed by the captain, Martin Comerford. Well, it's Peter Barry who comes in to take possession. The hand pass, looking for somebody in support. There's a runner there, Derek Ling. Ling coming forward. Trying to do a nice, decent solo run here, trying to get some space in which to swing the stick. He does enough, he does brilliantly. Great play by Derek Ling, the midfielder. Just a goal chance each presented so far, none availed of, as Timmy McCarthy tries to make some headway. There's a lot of fouling by Kilkenny's backs, as Cork tried to make any kind of advances in their own half-forward line. This is Timmy McCarthy just a little while back. And there he was being restrained. Change of plan by Cork. And they've decided that Ben O'Connor will take over the free taking. Once we watch the end of that little piece of action.
Very difficult thing to do, Ger. Ben O'Connor's not having a good game. He hasn't felt the weight of the ball once, and all he's getting is very, very difficult frees. It's very hard to score them when you're not in the game generally. Free taking is a confidence business, and he's not playing well. It's difficult to score these frees.
He's missed 2 so far, Michael, as he hits this one right between the posts and over. That might get his confidence going. And now there are only 2 points between the teams, but all of Cork's scores, their 4 points, have come from frees. Hitting it forward towards Brian Corcoran. Timmy McCarthy with Brian Corcoran going forward. It's Brian Corcoran. Great roars of approval from the Cork fans as he puts it over the bar. First point from play for Cork comes after 32 minutes, scored by Brian Corcoran. And now there's just one between the teams. Brian Corcoran, who in 1992 lost an All-Ireland final to Kilkenny, but was named Hurler of the Year. He won an All-Ireland in 99 and was again named Hurler of the Year. Today he's just looking for the medal. 6-5. Gardner dropping it in this time. Brian Corcoran's in around there. It's dropped by JJ Delaney down to Joe Dean, coming way out, spooning it outside to Jerry O'Connor. 6 points in the semi-final and 1 today. Jerry O'Connor coming up from midfield, and it's 7 points to 6. 1 from 1 for Jerry O'Connor, but look at Joe Dean. He had to work really, really hard. Came well away from his main, not just man. Out for O'Connor, beautifully laid off for the number 9 to come on to, and he looks confident. His first of the day. Here's John Gardner. Away he comes once more on his left side into space. It's too long, runs beyond everybody. Gardner! Oh dear, that shot by John Gardner was very nearly taken by Joe Dean. Well, it was McGarry coming out. It didn't look the greatest of passes. It was skidding in the turf beyond Joe Dean. Fumbled by James McGarry, and it could so easily have been the opening goal of the game. Some concerned Kilkenny fans up on the stands here. Great sightlines all around the new Croke Park. Only 1 point in it at the break as Eldon Mosivna blows the whistle. There were a number of goal chances presented to both teams. The last one to Joe Dean as DJ Carey comes off, having contributed handsomely. But will just a 1 point lead, having played with the wind, be sufficient for Kilkenny to hold on to the title they've had for the last 2 years? They're going for 3 in a row. Cork are going for their first title in 5 years. Donald O'Grady, the manager of Cork, for the 2nd year in a row, and for the 2nd year he's taken them to the All-Ireland final. Brian Cody, of course, 6 years in charge and already 3 All-Ireland victories. 2 magnificent hurling men. Jerry O'Connor dodging around DJ Carey, in towards Timmy McCarthy again. Cork look menacing here. Niall McCarthy holds on. His explosive shot is good. It's over the bar, and the teams are level for the 3rd time.
It's a good goal chance, Ger. Now maybe a little bit more confidence. He hasn't been in the game much, so he was happy to tip it over the bar, but he was straight through there.
Yes, watching it in reprise, you're right, there was a goal on. He was happy enough to take it, however. First 65 of the match as Donald O'Cusack organises his defence. Can Kilkenny go back in front again here? Hits it well, hits it nicely, beautifully delivered by Henry Shefflin. That's a 4th for the day. John Gardner advancing here with some purpose. 45 metres out. The little shot as far as Brian Corcoran, trying to take it up, trying to get around a couple of defenders. He has Murphy there to help him out, and Kieran Murphy drives it over the bar. His first point of the match. Level for the 4th time. Cork 8, Kilkenny 8, and it's Kieran Murphy who scores. That's his 4th point in this year's championship. Niall McCarthy wins this puck out well. Does really well from that. And the shot is a brilliant one by McCarthy, and that's over the bar. And that's 2 points for Niall McCarthy. And it's Cork 9, Kilkenny 9. There hasn't been a draw in the All-Ireland Hurling Final for 45 years. Last time around it was Kilkenny as well. Then it was against Waterford. 1959 was the year. There's a long way to go here, however. John Hoyne trying to win it, but it's Ronan Curran once again. Great centre-half back play. And it's missed completely this time by Noel Hickey, letting in the corner forward, Kieran Murphy, and that's another. It might turn the game around, early stages yet, but Cork have taken the lead at 10 points to 9. And Noel Hickey, who was out marking Murphy, slipped in the ground, missed it completely. Murphy was onto it in a flash. Tom Kenny picking it up, running at the Kilkenny defence, laying it off to his centre-half forward. Niall McCarthy turning, whipping it in high and over, and Cork lead by 2 points. 3 from 3 for Niall McCarthy.
It shows you how things can turn around in a year. Jerry, remember last year he hit a few bad wides. 3 chances today, 3 great scores.
Well, just looking at the scoring chances, it's 10 scoring chances to 5 that Cork have had in the second half so far. Well, wherever you're watching it in the world, I hope you're enjoying it. It's suddenly sparked into life. Now we look for a Kilkenny response. DJ has no stick. Great hand pass inside. A real opportunity. Henry Shefflin stopped on the line, scrambled there by Donald O'Keefe.
What a save.
It was a great goal chance and a great save, as you say. Oh, what an opportunity for Kilkenny to have tied it up. Cork break again. Niall McCarthy scrambling away here, getting away, lobbing it into Joe Dean. There's a slip inside by Kavanagh, regains his composure, and he goes swinging around the cornerback, now the fullback James Ryle.
Judging by the way the ref ran in there, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for that.
Let's watch it again here. That last effort save there on the line by Donald O'Cusack. Meanwhile, all eyes are on James Ryle. He's getting a talking to from the referee for stopping Joe Dean, and he's got a yellow card. 4 yellow cards issued by the referee, 2 per team.
Well, Joe, we're getting a bit of excitement and a bit of hurling now.
Well, Joe Dean has had a chance to dry the handle of the helmet, or handle of the stick rather. Dry the helmet as well, but the handle of the stick, they got a towel out to him quickly, just to make absolutely sure they're now taking no chances. And right now, Cork are in the driving seat of this final. It's still 14 points to 9. John Hoyne trying to get the ball downfield, closed down by the Cork player. Great pressing by the Cork backs and midfielders. Kenny's down on the ground, and there could be a booking here now for one of the Kilkenny players. Real tension on the faces of the fans. John Hoyne is the one who's in trouble here. Watch this again in reprise. Hoyne was guilty of the foul there, and the player he made contact with down on the ground, Tom Kenny. It's a yellow card for John Hoyne. Well, this will put 6 points between the teams and only 5 minutes to play, and your money would have to be on Cork. It is. Ben O'Connor with 3 points. The Rebel fans are already celebrating, but it might be a bit previous. Brennan right across the face of goal, stopped by Diarmuid O'Sullivan. He drives it away down towards Joe Dean territory at top of the left. He comes way off his man out to the 65-metre line. The simple pass inside for Kenny. Remember the goalie going against Wexford? It opens up for him. There's a point for the taking, and he takes it. Tom Kenny from Greenough with his first point of the match. And the 2 midfielders for Cork have scored, Kenny and Jerry O'Connor. In Cork they call him the Tom and Jerry show. And right now it's looking good for the Rebels, who lead with 3 minutes to go by 16 points to 9. John Hoyne about to whip it into the centre, straight at Tom Kenny, who got that last point for Cork. Only 2 players forward for Cork at this stage, but it scarcely matters. James Ryle trying to pick it up. Brian Corcoran, the man who came back from exile. He was out for 3 years, but he's come back and looks like he's about to win another All-Ireland medal. He's the hero. Brian Corcoran has put over his 2nd point. It's all over, and Cork are the champions. The All-Ireland final of 2004 comes to an end, and it's won by Cork. They've won it by 8 points. Some performance in the second half when they really produced the hurling. They finished in some style. Kilkenny were flat, but then they've been flat at times throughout the season. But there's no doubting it. Cork were bitterly disappointed last year to have lost the opportunity to take the crown. This year, they wanted to make amends. They've done so, and the final score in the All-Ireland final at Croke Park is Cork, 17 points, Kilkenny, 9.
I think it's not less than the team deserved, you know. They really put their heart and soul into it, and we have a tremendous backroom, and I meant to pay tribute to them as well. But the players deserve this one. We felt last year that, you know, we didn't deserve to win last year because we didn't get the scores, and we were anxious to get a chance to do that again. And I was absolutely thrilled with them all, and I was thrilled for them because I think they deserved an All-Ireland medal.
You know, the reason I came back was because I knew there was a great bunch of lads there, an unbelievable squad. You know, the 30 players, the whole backroom staff, incredible. You know, never any time this week, you know, I was still sure we were going to win this game because I knew everybody was ready mentally, and Kilkenny are a great team, but you know, thank God we got the better on them today.
In the presence of thousands upon thousands of Cork followers, Ben O'Connor from Newtown Chandram in North Cork lifts the Liam McCarthy Cup. Cork are the champions for 2004. They go ahead of Kilkenny. Cork have now won it on 29 occasions. And what a family get together there with Ben and Jerry and the fans all enjoying the occasion.